Supersonic, the level that everyone wants to beat. It's very common to see people push their current skill limits with this demon, since it introduces things that will help you with those future challenges that you want to do. Each part of Supersonic is unique, some parts are good and some parts are G-Boy. But you can't really deny that every section of the level is what makes Supersonic, Supersonic. The rating of the level was different back in 2.1, and it changed from a hard demon to an insane demon. To this day it still is considered insane, and I personally hope it is kept that way. My all-time favorite retired player has a very special place for the level on his heart, since it was Supersonic that impulsed his career as a content creator. And in a way, it also impulsed mine, since I started watching him non-stop, and it gave me motivation to start doing this. Not because of the views of the recognition, only for the fun of it. I have no idea what was my hardest back then. It was probably Bit Reaper or Windy Landscape. I was looking for some really hard levels that I could do, and all the videos on YouTube were saying Supersonic, so I had a look at the level and it was hard as f. My biggest concerns were the 50% duels, G-Boy and the final ship. But again, I was playing on a laptop and the game felt really comfortable compared to mobile, obviously. My whole experience was basically
just dying a million times on G-Boy
until I finally break through it. I remember the feeling of just thinking that I was gonna beat it, but I didn't. I died at 97%. That was when it hit me that I could actually do this kind of levels, and that gave me motivation to continue. But I never got to the final ship again. Suddenly, the laptop was starting to work a little slower than usual, until one day, it just stopped working completely. The laptop died when I was so locked in on beating it. I felt so defeated. I thought that there was no way of me playing the game on a high level on mobile. Also, just to mention, it was not even my laptop, it was my brother's. So I'm so sorry bro for destroying your laptop
with the power of gaming.
For the past 3 years I played the game from time to time on my phone. Most of it was because I wanted to play an easy demon or try a texture pack I saw on YouTube. But last year, I remembered that I had a YouTube channel that I created when I had the laptop. So in my seek of finding something better to do than just stupid covers on Walkband, I found out that I could actually record games with no issues for the most part. At the time, I was really into this easy demon called Bloudliest, so I decided to upload that as my comeback video. Not gonna lie, it was so bad to come back and feel everything so heavy and uncomfortable. It just took me a month to come back to my original skills though, but I guess you guys know that feeling already, so I'm not gonna bother you with that. So after 3 years, I was in the same situation as before. Just looking for a challenge, and I found my Supersonic percentage, standing there, menacingly. So since my options were limited due to lag or just me no liking the other levels, I decided to go for it a second time. It was a surprise to see that I could maybe actually beat it considering my crappy setup. While practicing the level, I dedicated extra time to those parts that were really weird and just straight up stupid. I can talk about those parts in question while giving you my own way of doing them. The dual ball before G-Boy was the first issue, but the solution was simple enough. When entering the G-Boy section, I had a lot of trouble knowing when the ship was going down or up. But then I realized that when the opposite ball was up on the platform, the ship on the next section was always going up. So the solution was simple. While doing these gravity orbs, I tried to hit the fourth orb with both of them. So that way the opposite icon is always at the top and it gives me the right position to do the next section. G-Boy, the part that caused people to drop the level completely. When I enter the gravity portal, I just hold the button and release it when I am in this position right here. The imaginary line. That way, it does not matter if I hit the ground below me or not. It comes to your reaction skills to do the next part of this and boom. Done. And one final thing is that you don't need to click 2 times at this UFO, just with 1 is enough. This level was very influential for me, since it gave me hope that I could one day beat a harder level or maybe an easy extreme demon. Supersonic still holds as one of the most iconic levels out there. If you are trying to beat this level, I wish you good luck. Even though you probably don't need it. That is all for today. See you on the next video maybe.